Yo, what's up, Sugar Nip? So, Black Ops 3. I want to talk about it. I feel like you guys should appreciate this video. I've done a lot of research looking into it, watching some gameplay, and forming my own opinions that I'd like to share with you guys. And I felt like it'd be valuable to the community because so many of the people out there posting content talking about it are heavily influenced by the developers. They're sent to all these events and everything like that. So they're far more lenient towards flaws or anything, and I don't feel they're 100% truthful reviews. And they kind of have to. If they want to stay in their good graces and get invited to the next sleepover, they have to be kind of neutral and kind of polite towards it. I, on the other hand, can just fart in their mailbox and nobody's going to say a damn thing about it. So let's dive straight in. Now, I've been watching a lot of footage towards this game. I'm extremely excited for it, but I also have my reservations. I have really, really crazy fears that this game is going to bomb. Not like some of the other titles have bombed, but I'm talking like legitimately tac nuke inbound bomb. And what I feel about this is influenced by some of their ambitious calls. The last time I saw a Call of Duty, and this is history that I'm going back to as a record, last time they made an ambitious jump towards adding so many elements to their game, in my opinion, was Modern Warfare 2. Now, I'm going to mention a few words and see if they trigger any memories. One-man army. Huh? On paper, absolutely brilliant idea. It was going to be great for regenerating ammo, and it would have been great. But because noob tubes were a plague on that game, the words one-man army seem negative. They have that feeling that you're like, oh crap, ruin the game. Because for many people, and today, if you were to hop on the servers and play, it's pretty much noob tube only. And that ruined their game. Other things like Commando is heavily disappointing. Things like heartbeat sensor, again, great on paper, was not the greatest idea in the world. It encouraged camping in a corner when they know you're coming and they have no clue you're there. So again, they took lots of risks. Lots of them paid out. The tac nuke, the brilliant designs on the map, just the all-around look of the game, the kill streaks. They took major leaps in that game, and it really paid off for the most part. And if not for the noob tubes, that one severe problem and thing they did not fix, that would have been the best Call of Duty ever made, in my honest opinion. So, what's this mean for this game? There are lots of things that they have done, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be nice and use the word adopted instead of stolen, because it's frowned upon, from other games. But that's the norm nowadays. These developers take ideas from each other. It's so hard to innovate. Nowadays, success is based on taking somebody else's idea and trying to improve upon it. So what have I seen from this? One thing that looks cool is basically they've taken wall running and this maneuverability and verticality from these other games. I'm not going to mention any games in specific, but it rhymes with Titanfall. We've seen this. Is that a bad thing? In my honest opinion, no. The thing is it'll change the way and the dynamic Call of Duty is playing, very much in the way that Advanced Warfare did. You're not generally worrying about it. When you're playing a shooter, you're worried about people coming through doors, not coming over buildings. It's a little bit different when you have that speed and maneuverability in the mix. You have to start thinking out of the box. That same thing's going to be applied to this game. I watched lots of gameplay on this thing, and many people were just running around the top corners of the building. I'm used to people just walking around the corner, not dashing around the corner, not like wall running across the corner. So it's going to change the way that you have to think to play the game, and I think that takes away from what Call of Duty is, which is just a traditional shooter. You just run and gun, and it's complicating things a little bit. Is that a good thing? That's yet to be seen. Now, the one thing that's really held me back a bit is they've pretty much adopted supers from Destiny. Similar things have been tried in the past where there's certain class loadouts, but there are characters, specialist characters in this game that are going to allow people to have abilities. These are abilities exclusive to those classes, one of which is a gun that one-shots people. Actually, there are a couple guns that end up one-shotting people. One revives you from the dead. One rewinds time. One gives your guy a minigun for a hand. So on and so forth. These are abilities. Now, from the experience that I've had with Destiny, that is kind of their calling card. That is what makes their game unique. That's something they say that is exclusive to them and really separates the game. And that is true to a point. But it also makes the game just extremely easy to play, and they are impossible to defend against. These abilities are guaranteed deaths. What I mean by that is they're pretty much always one-shot kills and can usually take a few people out with one go. Why is this a problem even more so for Call of Duty? Streak building. It was far more challenging to build streaks in Advanced Warfare, in my honest opinion, than any other Call of Duty, and it's going to be even harder now. Now that people have one-shot kill abilities and a handful of other things, building streaks is going to be even harder now. Is that a good thing? I don't know. You be the judge. What I do know is there's going to be a lot of frustration a lot of rage when streaks are ruined because of these granted abilities. It's going to be pretty interesting in my honest opinion. I'm curious to see how this is going to progress and be something. But that's just my opinion. I couldn't even imagine supers being a positive thing in a game like Call of Duty where streak building is pretty much the one exclusive thing to Call of Duty. It's their trademark. It's the one thing that this game has that does incredibly well and is exclusive to them in a way that no other company has been able to replicate. So, that's my major concern. I'm afraid that I'm going to be on a nasty streak. I'm one shy of my highest kill streak, and a guy's going to pull out a gun that one-shots me and I have no way to defend against it. That's just going to break all of the controllers. So that is my main concern about the game, is they are just adding in so many things. They're bound to make mistakes. When you take risks and you take gambles, just like they did with MW2, lots of things may pay off, lots of things may look great on paper, but in the end, they can easily be abused by the player base. That's how I feel. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any concerns. I'm still looking forward to it. I've already pre-ordered my Juggernog edition. Worst case scenario, I get a Coke machine out of it. So, have a great day, guys. Hopefully, I'll see you out there when the game actually drops. And if you ruin one of my streaks, I swear to God, I'm going to wheelbarrow your ass off a cliff. Just being as polite as possible. Shut up, phone. I'm doing my outro.